It's Friday. It's the last day of school for my kids. We are heading hard and fast into the holidays. From here on out, I am exhausted. I am burnt. I am cold. But I am looking forward to the fun that comes with the holidays after you get through the crazy end of the year rush to the holidays. I just spent almost an hour talking to Lindsay Emery, one of my good writing friends, about my favorite books that I read this year and what I'm looking forward to in 2018 as far as the types of books that I want to read. And I'll definitely share with you guys her podcast when it comes out. We had a lot of fun talking. But I thought it would be really fun to chat about why authors choose to write what they write. Yes, we write the stories from our heart, but what is influencing us is constantly changing, and that influences what we choose to write. And one of the things Lindsay and I briefly touched on at the end of the podcast was how romantic comedy has been around forever, right? Romcoms. I mean, you can look at the early 2000s wave. You can look at the 80s wave. You can, go back, every about 15 years, there's a wave of the general premise is fun. There's somebody who's usually hapless. There's good stuff that happens. And in the end, you feel good at the end of the story. But the way that that's delivered has been influenced by each time period that they're taking place in. And we were talking about how we're really excited to see how the romantic comedy is transformed in this next wave. Because we're all different. Women are a different beast than we were 17 years ago in the early 2000s wave of Sex and the City and The Devil Wears Prada, and that it was just a different time. And I think that the diversity of voices that we have in writing romance right now will pick up on the fact that this is different. We'll get this whole new wave of romcoms that will be fresh and fun and turn things around. That being said, why do we write what we write? And why do some authors write in a series and others like Colleen Hoover, she writes a bunch of standalones. We make our choices for different reasons. I can say for me, I ended up sticking with the Storm Inside series. I intended it to be a series, but the series that it is not the series I thought it would be when I started writing. The T series is also a little bit different than I intended when I started writing, and it had a lot to do with exhaustion. At the end of writing Reflected in the Rain, for me, I couldn't take another minute with Jake and Eve. Oh my gosh, I love them so much, but they were breaking me up. I needed a break, and that's how T's and When Lightning Strikes came along. They were a break from something that I loved writing, but something fresh and different. And that's why it's so exciting that in 2018, I'm bringing you some brand new series, fresh blood, just something to give me something new and fresh to sink my teeth into, because I'm the kind of author who needs, just something completely different to get lost inside that journey, that first time getting lost inside a story and a new set of characters. It's where I discover all the things that I want to explore with you guys as the readers. And so I think it'll be great. It's going to be such a fun year. One of the series is on the lighter end of the spectrum. It's very family oriented, and it's very, I want to say, deep emotionally, while the content is higher and lighter and more fun to work with. And then the other series is much more dark and serious. So you're going to get a little bit of both from me in 2018. So happy Friday!